everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Lions going up against the Bears. With that, let's get out to Soldier Field. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Stafford here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Touchdown, Chicago! Eddie Royal, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Well, 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll throw on first down with Cutler. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. He's going to field this at the 4. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. So the Lions go back. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 19. And that leads to a Chicago 1st down. A handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cutler now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit. Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. Now 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
Throwing here, Cutler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Their big-bodied receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears will extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child, Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book. and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Off the play fake to Langford. It's Cutler. And finding Pruitt. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking sideline, incomplete. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A fake to Langford. Now Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On third down, Cutler. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there, and it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They're going on fourth down. It's Cutler. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So here come the Lions now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Stafford, flushed out right. It's complete to Golden Tate. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Stafford, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Off the play fake to Langford. It's Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now Cutler on third and long. Escaping the pressure right. Miller on the catch over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Fourth down. Here's Cutler. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Give him 28 yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Stafford on first down. Surveying the field. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Halfback sent in motion. They'll try and throw for it with Cutler. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Cutler on first down. And he's got some space here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing here, Cutler looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
After the penalty, it's Langford. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now it's Cutler. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football. Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 4th down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now it's Cutler. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From midfield now, here's Cutler. Incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You can hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Now Cutler. Completion left side to Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up.
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, 30, past the 20, 10. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now after the interception, here's Cutler. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Chicago! Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Finding time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The Bears' offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jeremy Langford, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Another pistol look here. To throw on second down is Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Set, waiting. 40 gut, 40 gut.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Out to the flat for Redden. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They come out here in the eye. First and goal. Defense fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Mike Burton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now it's Stafford. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And it's Cutler here, the one who is still down, their quarterback. And looks like in some pain. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Hoyer. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Pruitt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Hoyer. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
On the counter, Langford. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hoyer got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bears will extend their lead. And his kick is good. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing again is Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to... All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They go screen play to Langford. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Hoyer. This will be caught at about the 3. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the defense. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears add on. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Riddick. And some room to roam now. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They go back to Riddick. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard.
novus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us. For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my GPS.
Everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants. Giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one. Yes, son. I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. The money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me, 'cause you're all that I want. And even
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Lions going up against the Bears. With that, we send you out to Soldier Field in Chicago. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. And now the Lions going to stop. Momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, with line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. They had trouble stopping the run last week in the loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game, get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier, knocking down for a loss.
Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Hoyer. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
Here's Hoyer. That's caught at the 2. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Stafford, and his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is brought in at the 21. They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
Every time I watch a Lodi Nada play, I just wonder, how do you move this man? And then when he shows his movement ability, look out, quarterbacks.
It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom,
In motion right is Wilson. Hoyer. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest.
Touchdown, Chicago! Marquise Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meeting.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Virgil in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second down is Stafford. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now Hoyer checks it underneath to Langford. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Here's Hoyer. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed, complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Bears are going to get a 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Stafford.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Riddick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Riddick with a carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Darius Slay with a pick. First and 10, Stafford steps away, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now Hoyer looking for his running back, and he's got it. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play out.
Touchdown, Chicago! Kadeem Carey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And Tate's got it. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Rennick. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Burton. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he is into the end end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And he knocks it through. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Hoyer. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Time to step aside. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Here's Hoyer. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They run with Langford. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll set up to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And open is Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Stafford on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Play action. Stafford backing up. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the D-line's going to spread out. Stafford now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Jordan Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Dancing to his left. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Stafford now on second down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Holmes has got it complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lamar Houston from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. On the right side, this is Miller. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They go play action here on first down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Eddie Royal, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now a play fake here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more...
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And now here is there he goes, right side. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Over the middle, it's Holmes. Touchdown, Detroit. Andre Holmes, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Red zone opportunity. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So now it's 1st and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Hoyer. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked out by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a...
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Langford. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 2nd down following the run.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Bears are set up now, 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears add on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The lone setback is Langford. They go play action here on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
This is Langford fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 39 that time.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a Chicago first down. On the toss play, Howard shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now Hoyer.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Hoyer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now a first down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears continue to pour it on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake it. Now Stafford surveying the field. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Andre Holmes with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. After the interception, here's Stafford. Finding time. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down the field. Kadeem Carey, the target out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll roll him out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here we go now. Put it out, Charlie. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hoyer. And that is incomplete here. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that,
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ziggy Ansah in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They're going to look to throw. He's got time. Wide open receiver complete. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Carry now. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Lawrence Virgil in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Here we go with 2nd and 7. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Detroit getting set to go now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play on third down for the Lions. 57 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's Hoyer. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Now Hoyer. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after, engage in laughter about what just happened. Napkins get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting daffy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins. All of us, our mothers queens and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches, then sip some and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, I'm packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard, somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of
Too many buttons, not enough. These bugging, the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder, shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Law, why you took rabbit from me? He say don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles. Not enough. These bugging, I heard they stun you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels. Don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene and the queen playing past Detroit. Ready turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. This long-winded paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. On the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm swerve, officer.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 Oh, I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin. I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games. I straight get at them. I'm on a all day like it's my favorite album.
I play the salmon, the Cayman Islands dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I innovative, I demonstrated this. Played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss your lady, then kiss the baby. Get situated, get keys off table and leave out. I really made it, get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told you you did like a Chevy. I want a Ferrari in yellow, just so I can match all my yellow. I've been a player since elementary. I got my bars in the penitentiary. I got a that hang several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 Oh, I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself.
Yes, ain't gonna waste you, lover. No way you'll be
that make sit up. I ain't come to blend in, boy, I stand out. Money talks, you just popping out, back the mouth. And from the topic, then the conversation heated. Right shrimp, getting booked up in every city. Splash out with cash, had the spaz on the waiter. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
Slow. So bad, swimming in my bed. Off with that, off with that. Young Slim, get it in my infrared. Come and hit the brain, I just lit the gas. Young wild winning, living fast. Stashing money in a brown paper bag. We set the roof on fire, then we flood it out. We just threw the money up, we ain't even count. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it in my speeder, girl, I'm nothing. Messing up my speech. I'm $1 million player, baby, nothing's out my reach. I'm $1 million, like I hit the lottery. Splash her with cash, had the spaz on the waitress. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof on fire.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beats so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Crew saw the magician's assistant in half, like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now.
tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing, ting-a-ling-a-ling. The honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little happy shooting out the city. Black the latest gears when she wear. You see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady. Other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory. Ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty. I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. Girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey, inhale, exhale. Let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky.